you doing, David?
I'm borrowing some money.
We haven't got much left.
I know, but I need it.
What on earth can you possibly spend it on at this time of night?
I'm going to the casino.
The casino? David, we can't afford it.
Well, of course we can afford it because I'm going to win.
How do you know?
I can't lose, Amy, not at games of chance. When I was out in Malaya, I was known as Lucky Pierce.
Lucky Pierce?
Yes. And do you know why?
No, I can guess. A sniper took a pot shot at you from the bushes, and the bullet lodged in this deck of cards you were carrying in your left breast pocket. And from that moment on, you were known to the regiment as Lucky Pierce.
I was known as Lucky Pierce because I won a fortune at 5-card brag.
If you won a fortune, why didn't I see any of it?
Well, because somebody stole my kit bag in Kuala Lumpur.
What happened to Lucky Pierce?
I've always been lucky at cards.
Not very lucky with kit bags.
Now, don't worry, Amy, there's no risk. I'll stay until I've won, a reasonable amount, and then I'll come away.
Do you mean it's as easy as that?
Yes.
Well, I wish I'd known before. I wouldn't have bothered with Social Security. I'll get me code.
No, you don't want to come, Amy.
Why not? I fancy a flutter.
A flutter? That's what you do with your eyelashes, love. Now, this is serious gambling. I shall probably play the wheel. Now, that means high stakes, concentration, coolness, and a strong nerve. Now, I'm not sure you're up to that.
Well, you haven't got a strong nerve. Look, what happened when we got that notification from the premium bond?
Well, what about it?
You nearly fainted. It was only a change of address. No, I think I better come with you.
No, I don't think that's a good idea.
Why not?
Well, I just don't think it's a good idea, love, because you're just not lucky, that's all.
How do you know? I could be very lucky.
Not for me.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's not your fault. You were probably born under the wrong star sign. All I can say is I've never had any luck since the day we got married.
Neither have I.
Well, there you are, you see. You're a jinx.
Perhaps it's you that's the jinx.
Oh, well, we'll see, shall we?
What are you doing?
I'll prove it to you. Which hand?
That one.
Oh, there you are, I see. You're a born loser, Amy.
Best of three.
Right.
That one.
Oh, I'm sorry, love. It's not your fault. You're just unlucky. Look, now, why don't you have a nice early night, and I'll leave the winnings in your handbag.
I don't feel like a jinx.
No, love. Of course. You don't.
No more bets. Ready, red.
Hello, David.
Oh, Linda.
May I watch? I've never seen an expert play before. How much have you won?
Well, nothing. Yet. Actually, I'm studying the wheel. The sequence of winning numbers is proving rather interesting. Once a pattern emerges, I'll be ready to make my move.
I keep my fingers crossed. Roulette's terribly exciting, isn't it?
Yes, I suppose it is. Although it does tend to lose its excitement once you've played the other kind.
What other kind is there, David?
Russian.
David, you're so impetuous. You frighten me. When?
In Malaya, nothing else to do in the jungle during the monsoon, rain every day. We'd sit around and have a few beers, and then out would come the old service revolver. 1 round in the chamber.
David, the wrist.
Oh, we laughed at wrists in those days, Linda. That's when I became known as Lucky Pierce.
Do you think you're going to be lucky tonight?
That depends on you, Linda.
What?
You're lucky for me. I can feel it. But you must stand very close so I can feel the vibrations.
How close, David?
Well, we should be touching. That's better.
Am I vibrating enough?
Oh, yes.
Do you feel lucky?
I think it's going to be my birthday, Linda. Now, I'm playing the sevens. It was a system favoured by the late King Farouk. 7, 14, 21. Here we go. Put your hand on my shoulder. Let me feel those vibrations.
Red.
Oh, never mind. Can't win them all. Did I ever tell you you've got beautiful hands? Hello, Amy. I thought you were going to bed.
What, miss all the fun? Give me some chips.
What?
Now, what's the system?
Well, I'm concentrating on the sevens.
7?
Well, what's the matter?
Well, that's not very lucky, David. We were married on the 7th.
So what?
Well, it rained.
Well, never mind about that. I'm playing the 7s. Now put the chips on 7, 14, 21.
21?
What's the matter now?
Well, that's not very lucky either. Mrs. Rogers lived at number 21. Her husband ran her down in her own drive. She had to spend weeks in hospital. I mean, you'd hardly call that lucky.
Look, would you just do as you're told? Now, I'm working on the laws of probability. Now, the winning numbers have all been evens the last few spins. Now the tide's turning, and I'm playing the odds. 7, 14, 21.
14's not odd, it's even.
What?
It's even.
Well, I know that.
Well, if it's even, why are you betting on it?
Look, just leave the arithmetic to me, will you?
Fred Bouger, place your bet.
Go on, place the bet before it's too late.
Madame, please be careful when you place your bets.
Wait! Excuse me, I've got to get to the 7th. Look, will you wait? Wait, hang on. Hang on. Give me a minute. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Oh, 21. Hello, Linda. Isn't this fun? We're playing the 7s. It's David's idea, really, because we were married on the 7th. Here's a sentimental old thing. What are you doing?
I thought I'd follow David.
Again? Hasn't been too lucky for you so far, has it, Linda?
He is supposed to be the expert.
Yes, but what in? What are you doing, Robert?
I'm following the Chinaman. Grey gamblers, the Chinese. He knows what he's doing.
I thought they were communist.
No, not this one. He's never carried manure up the hill for the commune. Just look at those hands.
Robert.
There, it's all right. He can't understand a word I'm saying. Just look at him. Totally impassive. That's their strength, of course. Completely without emotion. Win or lose. I've been following him ever since he came in. We've been to the men's room twice.
How much has he won?
Quite a pile, Amy. Fiendishly clever, the Chinese. They've worked it all out on an abacus, you see. Watch him. Here he goes. Take my tip, Amy. You follow the Chinaman.
Right, Robert. David, save the... Quick. Excuse me. Thank you. I need some more chips.
Why?
Robert says follow the Chinaman.
What?
Right, now the Chinaman's on 20, so the nearest to that is Mother's birthday, that's 16. And then there's the children's ages, that's 12 and 15. Then there's the co-op number, that's 3229, 322926. Then there's the national insurance number, that's 302411.
Amy, what are you doing?
Well, I'm hedging our bets, David.
Well, I think you put down more than we can win.
Oh, sorry.
Just take them back, will you?
Right. I think that went.
Now we've got more than we started with. Look, these aren't ours, are white. These aren't ours. These are orange and yellow.
做乜解凍先？有乜嘢嚇？望住我，有乜嘢飲一陣啊？
I'm very sorry.
Well, he doesn't understand you.
Oh, very solid. Just look at the faces, David.
What about them?
Well, they don't look very happy, do
Well,
they?
not now, they don't.
No more bets.
Do you ever see such greed in a human face?
Where?
Well, yours for a start. Look at Linda. She looks like a bird of prey.
Shut up.
Look at all that money on the table, David. What a waste. Think of all the empty mouths it could feed.
Yes, ours for a start.
Yes. You're right there, David. There's a few Sunday joints on that table.
20 black.
Oh, hard lines, David. 20. One out. Do you get anything for that?
No.
Hey, the Chinaman won!
I know the Chinaman won.
Look at all those chips. I suppose that's what you call a Chinese takeaway.
Oh, Amy, please, I'm trying to concentrate.
How's the expert coming along, David?
Oh, all right, Robert.
Yes, you haven't got many chips.
Just biding my time.
Well, don't wait too long. You won't be able to afford to rent a deck chair. You should have taken my tip, followed our Oriental friend.
No, I don't think so, Robert. Actually, he's too erratic for me.
He's winning.
Oh, at the moment, he'll lose. He's no idea what's coming up next.
Oh, I see. I suppose you have.
Oh, yes. I'm putting the lot on number 7.
David, don't be
Now,
silly.
keep out of this, Amy.
Aren't you being rather rash, David?
Calculated risk, Linda? Excuse me.
You've set him off now, David. He's not going to lose face. He's going for the big one. What should we do, Linda?
I don't know.
Let's put a fortune on number 30. We could make a killing.
Do you think he'll win?
But he's had 2 straight wins. He can't lose. I think he's working it with his foot. Either that or he knows the croupier. He'll probably have 1 more win, then he'll melt into the crowd. This is our big chance.
Put the lot on, Robert.
Right.
And never play. No more bets.
Are you nervous?
Amy, I'm a gambler. What makes you think I'm nervous?
You're smoking the filter.
Look, win or lose, it's all the same to me.
Lose? Who said anything about losing? You said you were going to win.
Well, of course I'm going to win.
7 red.
All right, so I've lost. Don't start complaining. It's not my fault. You've never been lucky for me. Why didn't you stay in your room?
David, you've won.
You what? Oh, get them all, Amy. Get them all.
Robert, you fool!
What?
Follow the Chinaman. You must have been out of your mind. Don't you know the Chinese never know when to stop? That's why there's thousands of millions of them. Well, don't think you're getting your hands on my traveller's checks.
Linda, steady. People are beginning to stir. Let them see the English still know how to lose. I mean, look at our friend here. He must have lost a fortune, but there is not a flicker of emotion. You have to admire his self-control.
Roger, it's all.
Yes, I know, old chap. It was rotten luck.
呢隻我後面我嚟睇，但係自己圖，但係我學咗隻啦。
Yes, you must have lost a fortune, but I want you to know how much I admire your stoicism in the face of what must have been a grievous loss.
呢隻我，但後面我落嚟睇，呢個嚟睇，嚟睇，呢睇，嚟睇，呢睇，你睇咯，啊數到我咗，啊睇先你啊，啊睇。
I'm counting the money.
Again, you've been doing that all day. You'll wear it out.
Well, I'm just making sure it's all there.
Well, it'll be your fault if it isn't. You've done everything with that money, David. You've tried to cover the bed with it. You've seen how far it'll stretch across the floor. You've thrown it over your head like confetti.
Well, I've never had this much money before.
Yes, I must say, it does give me a warm glow when you think of all the financial worries we've had. Well, when are we going to split it?
You what?
When are we going to split it?
Well, who said anything about splitting it?
Well, it's our money.
Our money? Well, I won it, Amy.
Yes, but with our money.
Oh, well, there you are, then. That should get you through a couple of days.
Is that all? What happened to for richer, for poorer?
Well, that's all right. I'm richer, you're poorer. Well, you looked after the money the first week. I'm looking after it the second.
Do you mean to say you're not going to split your winnings with me?
Well, I can't. I need all this.
Why?
The casino.
You're not going back there, David.
Well, of course I'm going back there.
Just because you had a stroke of luck, it doesn't mean...
Now, it was not a stroke of luck. I'm on a winning streak. Nothing can stop me now. This is my big chance, and I'm not missing it. I've waited too long.
Please don't go,
It's all right for you. You've never known what it's like to be poor. Well, I have. You were born in a semi-detached with a through lounge and a Morris Minor in the garage. All we had was 2 up and 2 down. We didn't even have a bathroom.
Oh, no, not the tin bath in front of the fire.
All we had was a tin bath in front of the fire. Your mother always looked down on me because of that, but not anymore. Things are going to be different.
I'm not bothered about things being different. I'm just afraid you might lose.
No, you're not. You're afraid I might win.
What?
You've never known me with money before, and it frightens you. You're afraid I might change.
I'm not frightened about that, David. Any change would be an improvement.
Look, let me tell you something. Money would enhance me because I know how to enjoy it. I'm not like Robert. It's only made him miserable. But money would fit me like a well-made suit.
Oh, chase me.
It's always the wrong people who've got the money, but not this time. I'm going all the way. And you would better hang on to my coattails. You might get left behind.
What do you mean?
Well, I was wondering if you can live with my success, Amy. I wonder if you're big enough.
And suppose I'm not?
Well, nobody's indispensable.
What?
Now, last night, I did something on my own for a change. I took a risk and I won. And all you could say was, don't do it, David. Think of all the Sunday joints. You see, Amy, you're just so, domestic.
Domestic?
Hello, Robert. Linda?
David.
David, I'm surprised to see you. I thought you'd be at the casino.
No, it's too early, Linda. The real action doesn't start there until later. Will you be going, Robert?
No, I think I'll give it a miss tonight.
Oh, don't tell me they've cleaned you out.
No, of course not. Only I have to be careful. You haven't seen him, have you? Oh, the yellow peril. What?
Robert means the Chinaman. He's avoiding him.
Well, of course I'm avoiding it. Took 3 people to get his fingers off my throat last night.
It's your own fault, Robert.
My fault? How did I know he was going to run amok?
You should have taken my advice and followed David. After all, he is the expert. I must say I admired the cool, resourceful way you played, David. I thought you were going to lose everything.
Well, he who dares wins, Linda. Look, let me get you two another drink. You can't sit there over those empty glasses all night, even though you are a bit short. What? Waiter!
Senor?
Sangria, por favor.
Si, senor. Sangria para esta mesa, sí, eh?
Oh, he's a nice little chap. I must remember to tip him.
Oh, I thought you were going to leave that until the end of the week, David.
No, I think it's better to tip early, Robert, then you can be sure of the service. Oh, by the way, are you two doing anything tomorrow? Only, I've hired a car.
Hired a car?
Yes, I thought I'd take a look at some of the property around here. You know, nothing pretentious, just somewhere to hang my hat. Small villa, pool, overlooking the sea.
A villa? How terribly exciting, David.
What is?
David's going to look at property out here.
Property, David?
A small villa.
Nothing pretentious.
Oh, nothing pretentious. Just 2 up, 2 down, and a tin bath in front of
Well, I just thought it would be fun to have a place out here.
you. Hilarious, I should think.
Ah, gracias. Now this is for you.
¿Para mí?
For you.
¿Esto para mí, señor?
See?
Ay, Mr. Peace. Mr. Peace. Ay, Antonio, mira. Oh.
You're being very lavish tonight, David.
Well, there's plenty more where that came from, Robert. It just needs picking up.
David's on a winning streak.
Yes, you could lose, David.
Oh, but that doesn't worry David.
No, he who dares wins.
You see, he's not like you, Robert. He's not frightened to lose.
And neither am I.
No, you haven't got David's nerves of steel. How much did you win, David?
Oh, about 60,000 pesetas.
60,000 pesetas. Go on, show it to him, David.
Oh, no, they don't want to see it.
Go on, show it to him. There, you see. Now, you don't win money like that by playing safe, Robert. All this. And David would risk every penny on one flip of a coin.
You what?
That's the sort of man my husband is. Nerves of steel.
There is nothing wrong with my nerves.
Oh, David thinks you're chicken.
No, I don't.
Good heavens. Robert's far too conservative to gamble like that.
Am I? Well, that just shows how little you know. Here are my traveller's checks, David. I think they should come to about 60,000. Now, spin the coin, Amy.
No, just a minute. Shouldn't we talk about this?
Why, David?
Suppose I lose.
Well, you can't lose. You're on a winning streak.
It's a lot of money.
Oh, don't be so domestic, David.
No, you're just doing this on purpose.
What's the matter, David? Chicken?
No, Robert, I just don't want to take your money off, that's all.
Robert, don't be silly. This is madness.
Spin the coin, Amy.
Right.
Heads!
Don't move!
It's terribly important.
Senora.
Oh, stop. Just like a treasure.
I can't see it.
Well, look, let me have a look. Right, it's tails.
It was heads.
No, I think it was on its side.
False throw. All bets off. I'm sorry, Robert. I'd love to stay, but I've got to wash my hands. Amy?
We'll never play. No more bets. I'm ready.
Hello, David.
Amy?
How you doing?
Oh, all right.
You're not doing all right, David. You're losing.
Well, why don't you say it?
Say what?
I told you so.
I'm not going to say I told you so. I'm sorry you've lost.
I think you're pleased.
Of course I'm not pleased. I'd like to help, but we're broke. It's moments like this I wish I got gold fillings.
Well, if you want to help, just stop interfering.
I won't say another word, David.
Good.
Faites vos jeux. Place your bets.
Put it all on 35.
35?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it hasn't come up all evening.
What if it hasn't come up all evening? What makes you think it's going to come up now?
It's the law of averages, Amy.
What about 36?
What about 36?
Don't you remember?
What?
It was the number of our last bus home when we were called to.
Amy, just do as you're told. Allow me to do something on my own, just for once. Win or lose, let this be my decision.
I'm sorry, David.
35.
Right.
Rien ne va plus. No more bets.
Think 35.
I'm thinking, David.
Keep thinking. 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 35.
36. Right.
Don't do it, David.
What?
Don't jump.
I wasn't going to.
We all do things we regret.
Suppose you're right.
I mean, you're not the only one. I've done something unforgivable tonight. I've been too possessive, too interfering. I'm a bossy, domineering woman, David. Say you forgive me.
What have you done?
I've put it all on 36.
Forgive you? I love you. Look, what did I tell you? I'm on a winning streak. I knew my luck would hold.
Your luck. I put it on.
Ah, with my winnings, Amy.
Well, then we'll split it, David.
Split it. Thank you. Are you feeling lucky?
Yes.
Right. Which hand?
That one.
Ah, hard lines, Amy. I've just got time to get to the casino.
Open that hand.
Now,
David.
Amy, don't be a bad loser. No, hey, you've bitten me.
You cheat.
No, I'm not.
Amy, you're a jinx, Amy.
Well,
Amy, you're
times.
born under a wrong star
Well,
sign, Amy. You
That was to do with... No, you can't have...
Get out!